What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. I've been keeping fish for quite some time now, and it's safe to say it's become a huge part of my day-to-day, and it's a huge part of who I am. I'm constantly working on my fish tanks, always learning about new fish. I'm always trying to figure out different setups, and I'm always trying to be a better fish keeper. It wasn't until I actually got into the hobby that I realized how much there is to actually learn about this. From filtration to water quality to feeding to breeding, or just simply understanding the fish you're taking care of, there's always something to get better at and learn. Instead of keeping it all to myself, I figured I'd turn on the camera and share it with you guys. In this video, I'll show you what I've learned, give you guys some quick tips, show you what I'm currently working on, and hopefully along the way we can be better fish keepers. So welcome to my page, and I think there's no better place to start than now. So we're going to start the little tour off right here. This is my 4 feet long 75-gallon freshwater tank. In here I only have 4 fish right now, outside the common pleco that I threw in there to clean the algae. But in this aquarium, this is one of my very favorite aquariums. I have 2 wild Oscars. The scientific name is a bronze Oscar, so I have 2 of them in there. I got them when they were about this big. I have a really big red tiger Oscar in the back. He's about the size of my hand, probably a little bit bigger. And then I have probably my favorite fish. I have a silver arowana in here. I got this guy. He was about like 8 inches long, and he's, I don't know, I think he's 12 inches or foot and a couple inches right now. I love this fish actually because he's blind in one eye. He swims sideways like this, just looking down on everything that he swims by. This tank right here is a pretty simple tank. I have a little pump down there in the bottom, and that pump just makes the water circulate in the bottom. As you can see, there's nothing on the bottom. I have a massive heater that I put diagonally right over there, and I have a canister filter. So everything is run right under the table right here, and it pumps out right there, and it gets sucked in right there. I have an air stone, just one, that just blows some bubbles in there. And then I did go ahead and went overboard, and I purchased this big boy right here, which is a hang on the back filter, and I have it on the side right now because it's just really big. But the water quality is good, my fish is good, my fish are happy, and yeah, this is the 75-gallon tank that I have right now. All right, so now this next tank, this is my 20-gallon tall tank. In here, I keep a small number of African cichlids. I have about 7 of them in this tank, and I have in here a common pleco, which I just put in there to clean up some of the algae. The African cichlids in this tank are currently 2 to 3 inches in size. Some of the males are starting to pick up some of their color. Some of the males have a lot of color already. I have an albino African cichlid in here that's orange. Very nice to look at. And my favorite fish that's in this tank is this African cichlid right here, just for the marbling pattern and the blue and orange that it has. But this tank also runs and operates the same way as the other one. It has a canister filter, a heater, and an air stone. All right, so moving on to my rack. On this rack right here, I have 4 10-gallon tanks. They're all set up sideways, and in each tank I have something different. The purpose of these tanks is for my fish store, so I keep a lot of inventory in here. They come and they go. So for example, this fish tank right here is empty, but it is running and operating, but it is currently empty. And then in here I have a little bit of what's left from the current order that I just had. But yeah, to go a little bit in depth what's going on here, I have in this far tank here, I have Julie Corys. I have 3 of them in this tank. I used to have a whole bunch of them, but as customers buy them, this is what's left of them. In the second tank right here in the middle, I have 1 betta fish. It's a really beautiful betta fish. She seems to be very happy. She's eating properly and everything like that. This is the tank right here that doesn't have anything in it at the moment, so we're just going to go ahead and skip it. And in here I have a planted tank. This is where I have my ember tetras. I currently have 3 of them in here. They're pretty hard to catch, but in here I have 3 ember tetras, and they're very nice, and they each have some really fun personalities. But yeah, those are the only fish on this rack currently right now. The way I have this rack set up is I have 4 10-gallon tanks side by side. Each of them have a heater inside of it to keep the water at an appropriate temperature. Each tank has an air stone. These 3 right here have a sponge filter inside of them, and all the air is tubed up to one single air pump, which is on the top of the rack right there. It's all connected. And in the bottom row right here is where I keep all my fish food. So I'll have my X, I'll have everything that I need in here. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. That's all the fish tanks that I have. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have questions. I hope you guys have comments, and like and subscribe, and let's all become better fish keepers together. Thanks for watching.